The dead horse theory is more of a humorous metaphor or parable. It's commonly used to describe scenarios where individuals, organizations, or even states stubbornly continue to pursue ineffective strategies or policies instead of recognizing failure and adapting. In the context of failed states, the metaphor can be used to illustrate how some governments, institutions, or leaders can persist in some failed policies. For example, they continue pursuing the same policies despite evidence of their ineffectiveness. If a government clings to a rigid economic model or outdated governance structure that exacerbates its problems, it's akin to beating a dead horse. Another example would be to ignore signs of collapse. Instead of addressing root causes of state failure like corruption, weak institutions, or lack of legitimacy, leaders might double down on strategies that further erode the state's stability. Lastly, the use of propaganda and false narratives. Sometimes, failed states will invest heavily in propaganda to convince their citizens or the international community that their ineffective policies are working instead of addressing real issues. Other states would avoid necessary change by clinging to outdated ideologies, refusing reform, or failing to acknowledge shifting realities, like international norms or demographic changes, which often accelerates the state's collapse. Examples in context: North Korea continues its repressive governance and heavy militarization, despite the immense economic and humanitarian toll on its population. Zimbabwe under Mugabe persisted with land reforms and economic policies that led to hyperinflation and widespread poverty while refusing to adapt. Afghanistan, during certain regimes. Leaders often focused on centralizing power rather than addressing the diverse needs of the population or building cohesive institutions. The dead horse theory serves as a critique of rigid thinking and the inability to pivot or innovate. In the context of failed states, it emphasizes the importance of adaptability, innovation, and willingness to confront hard truths to prevent or mitigate failure. Thank you for watching.